Come on, come on now, come on. It's just a little bit different, a little bit different. It's just a little bit different, a little bit different. It's just a little bit different, a little bit different, a little bit different.
All right. All right. Welcome back to Study With Us. My name is Yamsuf Arif. I, along with my Isha, the administrator of the show, Sister Nasanya, and with my dear brother, fellow elder, a brother that will help sharpen you, help stand in the gap for you, if you're right, as along with Yamsuf, and give you some idea of what our studies are all about. We study the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaqub, and we try to get some idea about ourselves, what mistakes we made, how can we rectify the situation, and so on and so forth. That being said, tonight is family. We like to call family night. We like to give praises to the Most High as we should, and especially so in this regard, all of us should turn to the east and raise our hands up to the Most High and give praises and thanksgiving. I'm not asking for myself personally. Tonight, I'm asking for our nation. Yah, help us to be humble. Give us wisdom and understanding. Help us to turn away from our idolatry. Help us to pray for our ancient ones, the mistakes they made that got us in this universal captivity. Most High, let us pray for our continued monstrosity without your steps, which is virtually your word, the Most High. Most High, help us to take care of our women, our widow women, our orphan children and homeless. Help us to learn how to gather ourselves together. Help us to learn how to do good, because we have been socially engineered and conditioned to be simply a monstrosity, a mockery. Praise and bless your holy name, Most High. And here's what we're going to study tonight. Now, if you don't know, the Torah consists of 5 books, the law given by Moses. And the Tanakh is the 24 books of our nation. But there were other books that were not under the Torah nor the Tanakh, such in the case of the Maccabees. But the Maccabees give us some perspective. When that book was closed by Daniel, and there was no add or subtraction from the Tanakh, others came along without the Most High assistance. And without the Most High assistance, whatever you may do, whatever you may attempt to do, as in the case of the Maccabees, simply won't work in your best interest. Also, it introduced to us the introduction of universal white race supremacy, the last kingdom, by way of the Greeks, the Romans, the French, the Germans, the Belgians, United States of America, and so on and so forth. So these books are not part of the Tanakh or the Torah, but it gives us some perspective. Try as you may view within the confines of the Most High, it's not going to work for you. So what we're saying is this: make sure you're in formation with the Most High, make sure you're in alignment with the Most High, and make sure you're doing exactly what the Most High tells you to do in these captivities, these universal captivities, under the last kingdom, universal white race supremacy. It's just that simple. A lot of you think the daughter of Babylon is just one region of land in this universe. The daughter of Babylon is more than one region in this universe. It's a universal concept. So get it right, brothers and sisters. Get it right and do right according to the Torah and according to the Tanakh. And trying to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, did not work for the Maccabees. And it certainly won't work for you. Brother Contrary, we will end our studies in the book of Hosea, part of the Tanakh. Chapter 4. And it reads as, let me find my glasses. I don't know what I did with them things. Bear with me 1 second. I found them. Bear with me. Chapter of Hosea the prophet. Chapter 4. Yah charges against Israel. Chapter 4. Yah brings a charge against us. That's why that book was closed by Daniel the prophet. So without further ado, let me bring my Isha on, the administrator of the show, Sister Nasanya, and my dear friend and brother, a brother that loves the Most High with all his heart, mind, soul, and strength, and his brothers and sisters, as we all do, as himself, Brother Cottrell. Nasanya, Brother Cottrell, your mics are hot. Praise Yah.
Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. So happy to be back. So happy to be back. I'm ready for the studies. Brother Yamsuf, I believe that we're in Brother Cottrell is in Hosea 3. Okay. And once again, I'm ready for the studies. You can double check and make sure.
Thank you, wife. And see, that's why she's administrator of the show. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. And that reads as Israel will return to the Most High. Praise Yah.
Hallelujah. Praise Yah. And I'm just thankful for my being, my everything. I'm thankful for being alive. I'm just thankful for my everyday. I'm just thankful, and the Most High knows how thankful I am. And that's all I want to say. All praises.
All praises. Thank you, Nasanya. Brother Cottrell, my dear friend, your mic is hot.
Shalom, shalom. Bless Yah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Giving thanks, honor, and praise to the Holy One of Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Thanking him for all things and everything that he blesses us with as a nation, as a family, as a community, and individually. So many things to thank Yah for. It will take a lifetime to even thank him. That's why we give him thanks every day and honor him and glorify his name. And Sister Nasanya is absolutely correct. We're in chapter 3 of the book of Hosea, where Yah guarantees that we're going to return to him. We have to return to him with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our might. It's like we see in the book of Nehemiah and Ezra. And it's our turn now. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Thank you, Nasanya. Thank you, fellow students. So without further ado, if Brother Cottrell and Nasanya is ready, and fellow students, you're ready, Yamsuf Arif is ready also. Let's get started. First book of Maccabees. Okay? The introduction of universal white race supremacy, so to speak. Because truth be told, people of this caliber that co-signs with universal white race supremacy, they were not the ones who were the world leaders until so-called Alexander the Great came from Macedonia and his father, Philip. And then the introduction into the universe, the universal white race supremacy, by way of the Gentiles, the Greeks, and the Romans, the English, the Belgians, the France, you name it, I call it. It's true. If they're white, they can be it if they want to be part of that system that's in play today. And you know it, because you can say, Yamsuf, you crazy as hell. Well, that may be very well true. I may be crazy as hell, but I tell you what, the evidence speaks for itself. Universal white race supremacy on the World Bank, World Health. They got nuclear weapons. They got everything you ain't got. And you may say, Yamsuf Arif. Oh, no. There's some countries over in the motherland, and they got leaders. Yeah, they got leaders under the auspices of universal white race supremacy. They do what they told, when they told, and how they told. You let one of them get out of pocket, and you see what happened. This is the last kingdom. They're the one in charge. And you better get your hearts right. You better get you some wisdom and understanding so you can understand your captivity. Get you away from them. That's what you need to be doing instead of name calling Yamsuf Arif. First Maccabees. After Alexander the Macedonian, Philip's son, who came from the land of Kittim, Greece, had defeated Darius, a king of color, king of the Persian and Medes. He became king in his place, having the first rule in Greece. He fought many battles, captured fortresses, and put the kings of the earth to death. He certainly did. He advanced to the ends of the earth, gathering plunder from many nations. The earth fell silent before him, and his heart became proud and arrogant. He collected a very strong army and won dominion over the provinces, nations, and rulers, and they paid him tribute. But after all this, he took to bed. The Most High laid him down. Realizing that he was going to die, Alexander, he summoned his noblest officers, his generals, who had been brought up with him from his youth, and divided his kingdom among them while he was still alive, set in station universal right race supremacy. Alexander had reigned 12 years when he died. So his officers took over his kingdom, each in his own territory. And after his death, they put on his diadem. These generals put on the leadership. And so did their sons, and after them, for many years, multiplying evils on the earth, and they certainly did. There sprang from these a sinful offshoot from these rulers. Antiochus, Epiphanes, son of King Antiochus, once a hostage at Rome. He became king in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. And here we come. Verse 11. In those days there appeared in Israel transgressors of the law, who seduced many, saying, let us go and make a contract with the Gentiles. Oh, we're doing that today. Let's go and try to go along to get along. Let's go and try to be part of the program. Let's go and try to be Democrats. Let's go and try to be Republicans. Even let's go and try to make Black Lives Matter. Does it really matter? Not to them, to you. Since we've separated from them, now, since we got away from them, many evils, what our folks said, has come upon us. We got to get back with them. We got to get in where we fit in. How's that working out for us? The proposal was agreeable. Some among the people promptly went to the king. He authorized him to introduce the ordinance of the Gentiles. We're going to set up some standards of operation. We're going to give you a Republican Party. We're going to give you a Democratic Party. We even let you have some Black Lives Matter. We're going to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. We're going to let y'all get in where we let y'all fit in. So, in so many words. So, from among the people promptly went to the king, our people. He authorized them to introduce the ordinance of the Gentiles. And what do? Chapter 4, verse 14. Thereupon we built a gymnasium in Jerusalem, according to the Gentile custom. We didn't want our thing. We wanted to be part of the new thing. We want to be something special. How's that working out for us? Now, Antiochus in Mazaram, when his kingdom seemed secure, Antiochus undertook to become the king of the land of Mazaram, which I'll call Egypt, and he ruled over both kingdoms. He invaded Mazaram with a strong force, with chariots, elephants, and cavalry, with a large naval fleet, to make war on Ptolemy, king of Mazaram, which you call Egypt. Ptolemy was frightened at his presence and fled, and many were wounded and fell dead. Verse 19. The fortified cities in the land of Mazaram, which you call Egypt, were captured, and Antiochus plundered the land of Mazaram. That's what they do. Anywhere they go, they're going to take, steal, and whatever. Hey, I ain't lying. The evidence speaks for itself. And here's what happened in our land. After Antiochus had defeated Mazaram in the 143rd year, he returned and went up against Israel and against Jerusalem with a strong force. He instantly entered the sanctuary, took away the golden altar, the lampstand for the light with all of its utensils, the offering table, the cups and bowls, the gold censers, and the curtain, the cornices, the gold ornament on the facade of the temple. He stripped it all off. They ain't changed. He took away the silver and gold, the precious vessels. He also took all the hidden treasures he could find. Taking all this, he went back to his own country. He shed much blood and spoke with great arrogance. Oh, I got them Negroes. And there was great mourning throughout all Israel. And the rulers and elders groaned. Young women and men languished. And the beauty of the eye women faded. I guess that's why they got long eyelashes. They buy the store-bought eyelashes. Look like Daffy Duck. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, while the bride sitting in her chamber mourned. And the land quaked on account of the inhabitants. And the house of Yakub was closed with shame. The attack and occupation. 2 years later, the king sent Mazin, commander to the cities of Yehuda, and he came to Jerusalem with a strong force. He spoke to them. That's how they do. They ever speak for themselves. Because you get mad at me. He spoke to them to see just like they did the Native Americans in peaceful terms. Come on. I just want to plant some crops in the United States of America. I don't want to take nothing. I just want to get in where I fit in. How did it work out for them? Just like it worked out for us. He spoke to them deceitfully in peaceful terms. And they believed him, just like we did, just like the Native Americans did. Then he attacked the city suddenly. And great onslaught destroyed many of the people in Israel. He plundered the city and set it to fire, demolished its houses, its surrounding walls. He took captive women and children, seized the animals. Then they built up the city of King Daud with a high and strong wall and strong towers. And it became their citadel, their fortress. There they installed a sinful race, transgressors of the law, who fortified themselves inside. Well, that's what they do today. Truth be told, ain't nothing new. What the Most High said, they ain't do nothing new under the sun. They still do the same thing. They install sinful people among us who become our leaders, who become and tell us what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and how to get along. They ain't changed. They stored up weapons and provisions, depositing there the plunder they had collected from Jerusalem. They became our things became a snare to us then. They still are a snare to us. What do we say? I got to get mine. I don't know how you get yours, but I got mine. The hell with the rest of you. Well, we ain't got no love for one another. We get caught up with the financial things of life instead of with the spiritual component. Our ancients, they lost sight of it, and we continue to lose sight of it. The citadel became an ambush against the sanctuary and a wicked adversary to Israel at all times. They used our things against us, just like they use our things against us today. They shed innocent blood around the sanctuary. They defiled the sanctuary. Because of them, the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled. We're still fleeing. And she became the abode of strangers. Isn't there a lot of strange folks in the land? A habitation of strangers. And there's certainly a habitation of strangers tonight, today as I speak. She became a stranger to her own offspring. Yes, the way she is now, before our ancients were run out of town and we universally deposit, she become a stranger to us. We become a stranger to her. She became a stranger to her own offspring. Her children forsook, and we certainly has forsaken you. We run to the Democratic Party. We run to Allah. We run to Buddha. We run to Christ. We run to Christmas time. We run to 4th of July. We run to Thanksgiving. We done ran to everything that's going to get us a whole lot of mess, and we're focused on the wrong thing that's not going to get us out of this mess. And we're content. We think after every 4 years, we're going to get us a leader. They're going to lead us. Is that right? Oh, you got you a leader. They've given you a leader. How's it working out for you? The worst of the worst among them. They've given you a leader. Instead of you trying to elicit leadership from your elders, elicit leadership from those among you that study the Most High and rely on the Most High and trust in the Most High, and his footsteps are your pathways, meaning his word. You loving Donald Trump. Oh, I love this Donald Trump. He's going to make things better for me. I'm focused on the things I got. Oh, he's going to give me a new job. We're caught up in a snare. That's what I'm talking about. We're still caught up in a snare. He's going to make things better. The land of your enemy, the leader of your enemy, and you think it's going to work out for you. You better get your hearts right. Praise God. And the children forsook her, and we certainly forsook Jerusalem. Her sanctuary became desolate as a wind. It certainly is now with all the war going on. Her feasts are turned into mourning. Oh, they got a gay right movement there. Her Shabbats to shame, her honor to contempt. That's why they're contemptuous of, because we don't know who we are, what we are, and what we should be doing. We become a monstrosity as a result of it. As her glory had been so great, was her dishonor. The prophets even spoke about this. And the Tanakh, the prophets even spoke about this. And here's the end result. Then the king, her Shabbats to shame, her honor to contempt, as her glory had been, so great was her dishonor. Her exaltation was turned into mourning. And certainly for us, it may not be for the gay right movement, but it's certainly mourning to us. And then we were persecuted. Then the king wrote to his whole kingdom, that these Greeks, that all should be, y'all got to get like us. Y'all got to be Democrats. Y'all got to be Republicans. Y'all got to be part of the Black Lives Matter. That really don't matter to us. We're going to make you feel good about yourself. Y'all got to be part of the gay rights movement. Y'all got to be part of everything we say y'all is. And y'all better get like us. And you better get like us quick. And so in so many words, that's what he's saying. So he said, the king wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Get like us and abandon their particular customs. All the Gentiles conform to this command of the king. And many Israelites delighted in what they had going on. Their Democratic Party, their Republican Party, their Christians, and so on and so forth. Their Black Lives Matter that they give them, it really don't matter to them. And their gay rights movement. And they sacrifice the idol, which we do today. And profane the Shabbat. We don't even know what the hell that is. We think that's an alcoholic beverage. And many Israelites delighted in his religion, these Greeks. They sacrificed the idols and profaned the Shabbat. The king of these Greeks sent letters by messengers to Jerusalem and to the city of Yehuda, ordering them to follow custom foreign to their land. You do what I tell you do, when I tell you do it, and how I tell you do it. And when I said jump, you Negroes better say hi hi. Don't listen to your elders. You little children, don't listen to your mamas and your papas, and women don't listen to their one of them. That's how you do it. By golly, and you better do it correctly. And the evidence speaks for itself. The king sent letters by his message to Jerusalem, to the cities of Yehuda, ordering them to follow custom foreign to their land. To prohibit burnt offerings. You go there and try to burn up something, see what happened to you. Sacrificing and libations in the sanctuary, to profane the Shabbats and feast days, and we certainly do that. To desecrate the sanctuary and the sacred ministers, the priest. To be a pagan altars, and we got a lot of churches in our community. And temples and shrines, to sacrifice swine. Oh, they'll tell you, you can eat some pig, you can eat some pig, you can eat some lobsters, you can eat some shrimp. Just pray to Jesus. Come on. To define himself of every kind of impurity and abomination, so that they might forget the law. And hadn't that happened? Hadn't that happened? The evidence speaks for itself. You go tell people, hey man, you Hebrew, you better get in my face, you old Negro. You don't know what you talking about. And I'm gonna eat this pig, and this pig gonna eat on me, and it's certainly eating on us. So and why is this social engineering is essential? Because that's what they do to us. They social engineer and condition us. And certainly we have been socially engineered and conditioned in this universal captivity. We don't know Yah. We don't care about Yah. We don't care about each other. We can't stand one another. It's called social engineering. This ain't the first time in this captivity in America. This happened a long time ago. It started a long time and it hadn't ended, truth be told. So that they might forget the law and change all its ordinances. Whoever refused to act according to the command of the king was put to death. In words such as these, he wrote to his whole kingdom, the Greek kingdom. And he wouldn't even, he appointed inspectors over the people. Go and watch them. Keep your eyes on them. And they certainly keep an eye on us now. And he ordered the citizens of Yehuda to offer sacrifice each city in turn, but not to the Most High. Many of the people, those who abandoned the law, joined them and committed evil. They went along to get along. Oh, they gave me a good job. They made me a basketball star. They made me a football star. They made me a rap star. And so I'm selling it out. Because I got my eyes on the wrong thing. I got my eyes on physical things. Instead of seeing the most essential thing, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, and your people, which are essential to our livelihood, which are essential to our connection, which are essential to our coming back from this universal captivity. Know who Yah is. Lean to the Most High. Pray for your people. Take care of your people. Not that I got mine, you better get yours, Negro. Y'all got the game twisted because your hearts are not right. And you got to get your heart right, first and foremost. As in the case of the Maccabees. And many of the people, those who abandoned the law, joined them and committed evil. That's what you're going to do. If you forsake Yah, your Elohim, you're going to do whatever. We say it all there. Whatever. And don't we do whatever? And however? How's that working out for us? Many of the people who abandoned the law joined them and committed evil in the land. We hate, like crabs in a basket. We hate to see each of us do right. We want to all, come on, Yom Sufari. Come on, Katria. Come on, Nathaniel. And get dirty with me. We love that. And the evidence speaks for itself. Turn on the local news, you'll see. And many of the people, those who abandoned the law, joined them and committed evil in their land. They drove Israel into hiding. Those who were true to the Most High. Wherever place of refuge could be found. On the 15th day of the month of Kislev, in the year 145, the king erected the desolating abomination upon the altar of Bernie, the king of the Greeks. And in the surrounding cities, they built pagan. That's what they do. They social engineer conditioners, and then they replace it with something that's abominable. And we join in it, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, I'm going to church. Oh, I'm going to the mosque. Oh, I'm going to Buddha. Everything but the Most High. And look at us. The evidence speaks for itself, doesn't it? You can get mad all you want, but I love you. I love you enough to tell you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, according to our nation, our customs. Praise Yah. They also burned incense at the door of the houses and in the streets. Any scroll of the law that they found, they tore up and burned. Man, we don't want that. We don't want no Torah. We don't want no Tanakh. Give us a Christian book. Give us a book of Muslim. Give us a book of Buddha. Give us a Democratic book. Give us a Republican book. Even give us a Black Lives Matter, but it really don't matter because it don't matter to you, but we're going to make you feel like it matters. Because we got our eyes on the wrong thing and we're ensnared about it. So they use their power against you, these Greeks. against those who were caught each month in the city. On the 25th day of each month, a sacrifice on the pagan altar. They're going to replace you. That was over the altar of burnt, our altar. And keeping with the decree, they put to death women who had, you know what? That's why our sister's so broken. And I feel for them. They even put to death women who had their children circumcised. Our women couldn't even say, come on now. The evidence speaks for itself. When we were brought in captivity here on these shores, how did they treat our women? How did they treat our children? How did they treat our men? We had been socially engineered and conditioned. And they mistreated our women initially when they came in. They raped them and everything. They socially engineered them, made them feel like the men weren't nothing. You said what you want to say to them Negroes, because they ain't no men, we the men. And told our men, well, you don't need one of those niggers. Get you any kind of woman but them. They ain't going to play by the team. And so the evidence speaks for itself. We've been put against the men against the women against the men, and the children against them all. Right there and right now. Praise God. They hung their babies from the necks. Their families also, and those who had circumcised them, kid, your whole family. Think about it. But many in Israel were determined and resolved in their heart to not eat anything unclean. And we should be that now. They preferred to die rather than to be defiled with food or to profane the holy contract, and they did that. And you should have that frame of mind. I'm not saying go there, but be there in your mind. I'm not saying that the Most High going to require that of you, but you need to have a mindset like that. You need to get back to where you come from and try to be what they tell you you are. You're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you are everything but what the Most High said. And which simply is total monstrosity. It should be in one mind. And with great wrath and with very great wrath upon Israel. Well, that's chapter 1 of Maccabees. And tomorrow, I will share with you some more studies on the book of Maccabees. As I said, it's not part of the Torah. It's not part of the Tanakh. And the reason why I'm studying it with you, because of the fact Yah had turned his back on Israel. But still, the evidence speaks for itself after Yah had turned his back on Israel, because Israel had turned her back on him. And these are the end results of that. The Maccabees may try to take back control, but when Yah said, this going to happen to you, this going to happen to you, and you better believe it. And evidence speaks for itself. The introduction of universal white race supremacy. And I'm not saying all white folks are universal white race supremacy, but they can be if they want to be. And think about it for one moment. Yum-Soo, you must be crazy. Well, like I said, that may very well be true. I'm a little traumatized, just like you all are traumatized. But the fact speaks for itself, and the evidence speaks for itself. Okay? We have been, just like our ancients in the Maccabees, the attempts to be socially engineered and conditioned. In university, they have tried to social engineer, and they've done a great job at it, and condition us. And we've, as the Maccabees, our folks have forgot the Most High. We wanted gymnasiums. We wanted idolatry. Yah said this would happen. And as I speak, it continues. As in the case of our ancients, it's not going to work for them. In the case of us, it's not working for us. What works for us is this, and this only. Cry out to the Most High. I didn't hear them crying out to the Most High. Cry out to the Most High. Tell me your anguish, what you're going through in this universal captivity. Said to the Most High, yeah, oh, Lord, have mercy. Please forgive our ancients for putting in this situation that we find ourselves in universally. and learn to love one another. That's how you can't gather with a bunch of folks you don't love. Oh, I hate that Negro. I hate that Negress. I hate them little children, little baby children. I don't want to be no parts of them. But you got to love your people. You got to love where you come from. You don't love the Most High. You don't love where you come. Your people, you ain't trying to get with them and trying to gather with them. You trying to hate on them. And learn to do good by your widow women. Learn to do good by your orphans. Learn to do good by your needy. Oh, I ain't getting them Negro nothing. I don't trust them. But they still needy. They still your people. And simply learn to do good. That's what the Most High requires. Learn to do good. And you know what? Learn, that means you got to study. That means it doesn't come by chance and a happenstance. It don't fall on your head like little Bo Peep. It comes by virtue of your study. And that's what we share with you on the Real Talk for Real People study show. A different perspectives. Studies. Because that's your only way out. There is no other. I don't care how many bullets you got, how many slingshots you got. The Maccabees found this out. I don't care what you think gonna get you out of this situation. The only thing gonna get you out of this situation is the one that put you in this situation, universally speaking. So you need to get your hearts right. You need to humble yourselves. You need to love the Most High with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And you need to learn to love one another. And you need to learn to gather yourself together. We can't go to a picnic together. We can't go to a funeral together. We can't go to a party together. We can't go no damn where together because we got our hearts wrong. Because anytime we get together, let's be honest about that. There's going to be some fluttering yellow tape and some blue and white lights because our hearts are not right. Our hearts are not right with the Most High, and our hearts are not right with one another. And we got to change that up, brothers and sisters. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Brother Cottrell, Sister Nasonia, may the Most High bless both of you. You have the mics.
Apologies. All praises, all praises. I really have nothing to say. No comments really. I was just reading and I was in awe reading it. It's something wow. No comments. I'm just taking it in. All praise.
Thank you, Esau. Brother Cottrell, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel for another great lesson in our history. What you were reading reminded me of what we read in the book of Daniel, because the prophet Daniel prophesied everything that happened in the chapter that you just read. Prophet Daniel talked about Alexander the Great. Prophet Daniel talked about Ptolemies, talked about how Alexander wasn't going to have no sons and divided up amongst his generals. How accurate was the prophet Daniel? Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Thank you, Nisanya. And thank you, fellow students. Praise Yah. Now, Brother Cottrell is about to conclude the studies for the night in the book of the Tanakh, Hosea. Yah will. Israel will return to Yah. Hey, now, I know the Maccabees may put you down, make you feel bad, make you traumatized, and all be because of your universal captivity today. But there is an end to that. There's an end to this universal captivity. Brother Cottrell is going to share it with you. Praise Yah.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel. And for our ancient brothers, the Maccabee brothers who stood up against universal white racist supremacy, the Greeks and the Hellenists movement. Those brothers stood in the gap, and unfortunately they lost their lives because Yah put the punishment on us, but they were not about to compromise themselves no matter what. Why? Because they knew that the prize was the preservation of their soul. So as we go along in the book of Maccabees, you're going to see these brothers gave up their lives to stand up for the principles that Yah wants us to stand up for. In the book of Hosea, the Most High is promising us a great future. The 3rd chapter says, Yah said to me, go forth and offer your love to a woman who has a lover and is an adulteress. Oh, we already know who that is. That's Gomer. just as I, Yah, love the people of Israel, even though they turn to other gods and love raisin cakes. And me, I love me some raisin cake. That's the only kind of cake I really like, raisin cake. But they apparently used it for their gods. Therefore, I purchased her for 15 shekels of silver, a homer of barley, and a measure of wine. And I said to her, you must remain in my house for a long time, and you shall not come to play the harlot. You shall not have relationship with anyone else, nor even with me. That's celibacy, right? You got to shut it down, mama. For the Israelites shall spend a long time without a king or a leader. And we see from the time of the Maccabees till now, we haven't had the kings and the leaders that we need, the leaders that need to lead us back to the way of Yah. Without sacrifice. Now, we don't make no sacrifices or sacred pillars. Yeah, we kind of worship the idols. Without ephod. And we know what the ephod is that was on a high priest's breastplate, the ephods, or household idols. Afterwards, the Israelites shall return and seek Yah the Elohim and David, their king. A lot of Israelites have a lot of contention with that. But it's plain. It's written right here. It's not only written once in the book of Hosea. It's in the book of Ezekiel, the book of Yirmiyahu, where Yah specifically says King David. And we hear from the prayers of King David that he intends to return to Yah and worship him and dwell in Yah's house forever. So when Yah says we're going to be seeking him and seeking King David, they will come trembling to Yah to beg for his bounty in the final days. And I think we're in the final days, and a lot of people are confused. They're looking for Yeshua HaMashiach, when the Most High says Melech David, King David. And only Yah could bring King David back. And here's some of the commentaries they make. David, their king, the messianic king of the line of David, who will restore the kingdom of the people of Elohim. Then they give you other references. But no, Yah says King David himself. And only Yah could do that. Praise Yah.
Thank you, Brother Cartriel. Praise Yah. Fellow students, Brother Cartriel and I, and Sister Nasanya, we've done our due diligence and more obligations as leaders of the nation, because we don't have our priesthood in play. We don't have our king in play. We don't have our princes of each tribe in play. But we do have our elders. We've done our due diligence and more obligation to bring the truth to you, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. We didn't leave nothing out. We hope you get some understanding by virtue of these things. We hope you learn to love the Most High with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength in your brothers and sisters as yourselves, because that's essential. You can't hate your brothers and sisters and talk about you love Yah while you going on talk shows on the corners, cussing and fussing and name calling one another. Yah say you're all precious in my eyes. And so neither one of you, if you're doing that, are doing anything in conjunction and formation with what the Most High said. Yeah, you can correct a brother and a sister, but you ain't got to insult them, belittle them, and name call them. The Most High, if the Most High didn't tell you to do it, you ain't got no business doing what you got business to be doing, and doing what the Most High tells you, when he tell you, how he tell you, and how long he tell you, and how high he tell you. That's where we got our problem. We don't want to humble ourselves. We want to do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and how we want, just as the Maccabees did. And we're going to see how that worked out for them. And certainly in our regard, it's not going to work out for us either. We're told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And we better learn what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Nothing else and nothing more. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Now, Brother Cartriel and I, we've done our due diligence and more obligations. And Sister Nasanya, as a sister, a woman of the land, she's done her duty by administering this show. But it's incumbent upon each of you students to do something for yourselves. Learn to humble yourself. Ask the Most High for humility. That's how spinach, like spinach is a Popeye. Humility is for us. Learn to shut your mouth sometime. A lot of us talking all the time, don't know what the heck we talking about because we ain't studying nothing. And if you study something, learn how to share what you study. Not be irritable toward one another, not being ugly and facetious toward one another. But if you say something to your brothers and sisters, you said with common courtesy and respect and love. Because the Most High said, you're precious, they're precious, we're all precious. And ain't nobody no better than the other. And so it's incumbent upon each of you to take your part. What part you going to play? You going to do what the Most High said? Or you going to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want to do it? It's not going to work out for the Maccabees in the long term. And it certainly is not going to work out for you. And truth be told, look at the evidence. It's not working for us. Joining these Democratic Party, Republican Party, Black Lives Matter, gay rights movement, so on and so forth. These religions, Muslim, Baptist, Episcopalian, Lutheran, 4 kind of Lutherans and 8 kind of Baptists. You know, come on. These are derivatives of the Roman Catholic Church, these religions. They are derived from the Roman Catholic Church. The first one was Martin Luther. When he hammered on the doors of the Roman Catholic Church, he said, I don't want to be a Roman Catholic. I want to be a Lutheran. Then someone else came on, I want to be a Methodist. I want to be Episcopalian. How's that working out for us? It's not. Because you're not either one of those. What you are sons and daughters of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is incumbent upon each of you to do something. Humble yourselves first and foremost. Turn to the Most High second. Pray for our ancient ones, for the mistakes they made to get us in the situation universal we find ourselves in. And pray for each other, because it's not getting any better. And learn to do right by each other. Learn to gather yourselves together. In order to do that, you got to love one another. Because ain't nobody gathered with nobody they ain't got no love and common courtesy for. And learn to do good by our widow women. Do good by and learn to do good by our homeless and needy. And simply learn to do good. The Most High is going to work. It has worked. It has proven itself to work. And for you, personally speaking, the Most High will work if you work it. You utilize it. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Aisha, which is my wife, Sister Nasanya, and my brother and fellow elder,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
What is your closing remarks and the comments?
Closing remarks. I just want to say everybody be safe this weekend. Today is Friday, right?
Right?
Yeah. Okay, I just want everybody to be safe this weekend. Hopefully to come back on Monday ready, rested to study more, write down more notes, and just so we can understand how we need to maneuver in this world, and understand our God more better. And that's all I have to say. Shalom, shalom, family. I love you. Good night.
We love you too, Isha. Praise Yah. Brother Cottrell.
Unmute your mic, Brother Cottrell.
Salika, sorry, my computer's on mute. Got the grandchildren running around in here. May the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable to our Creator, our Father, our King. May He watch between us while we're absent one from another. Most I continue to bless and be with us. Shalom and good night, family. We love y'all. We hope y'all learned something. Praise Yah.
Yeah. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Shalom and good night.
Somebody calling my name. I went down to see. Heard at least one voice calling down at me. How you know my name? heart, man. Get wisdom in your heart. Ooh, yeah. Let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Oh, let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. In your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Ooh, yeah. Let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. In your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Oh, let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Get wisdom in your heart. Call your name.
Does not wisdom call and understanding put forth her voice? In the top of high places by the way, where the paths met, she stands. Beside the gates at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors, she cries aloud, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice to the sons of men. O ye thoughtless, understand prudence, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. What could I do? Wisdom calling me over here, over there. Seems like everywhere.
Let me in your heart, man.
In the night,
Wisdom in your heart. Ooh, yeah.
in the night,
Wisdom in your heart.
I just can't do without it. Yeah, it's all the been on my mind. Can't do without it. I just can't do Yah made me as the beginning of his ways, the first of his works of old. I was set up from everlasting from the beginning, or ever the earth was. The fear of Yah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the all-holy is understanding. But by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. That's all that's been on. I just can't do without it. No. Can't do without it. Can't do without it. And that's all that's been on. Oh yeah. Said I want you. Now therefore,
I need you.
ye children, hearken unto me.
Stay with me.
For happy are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it
I
not.
want you.
Happy is the man that hearkeneth to me.
Oh,
Watching daily at my gates,
let me in.
waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and obtaineth favor of Yah. But he that misseth me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death, love death, love death.
Yeah.